In an effort to bring you more to every story following this case, one of the big questions is why did it take so long before any sort of alert was issued? KREM 2's Christian Garza live in the newsroom tonight with more on what Washington State Patrol takes into consideration before sending out an alert. Christian?
Yeah, Mark. Well, the answer is simple. Amber Alerts are a federal program with criteria set through the Department of Justice, meaning when a report comes through, if it doesn't meet that set criteria, then the state's hands are tied. Now, just hours ago, Washington State Patrol walked me through their 5 criteria required for an Amber Alert, and that means that Chris Loftus, the director of the Public Affairs, says for this case specifically, it failed to meet 2 of those criteria. One was reason to believe an abduction had occurred, and the second one was known danger of bodily harm or death.
Great evil befell these little girls, and so anyone who assumed differently was in error. But we had no reason to assume differently. And if we start assuming that every time a custodial parent is late bringing a child home, that there's an abduction or there's possible homicide afoot, we're going to be sounding so many alerts that they become noise very quickly, and they don't become the signal that we needed them to be.
Loftus says all these reports across the state go through a missing and unidentified persons unit to see if it meets the criteria before it is escalated to an Amber Alert. A day after the initial Amber Alert request, WSP issued the Endangered Missing Persons Alert, which acts as a catch-all alert for anyone who can't help themselves. Now, the main difference between the Amber Alert and the EMPA is that the EMPA won't send those ringing mass notifications. Loftus says so far this year there have been 3 Amber Alerts and 16 EMPAs. The manhunt for the girl's father, Travis Decker, is still underway. We'll be sure to update you with more information when it becomes available. In the newsroom, Christian Garza, KREM 2 News.